All right, this video deals with the neutral safety switch and how that relates to your your gear shifter, and how it can protect you from not having it pop out of a gear. Let me just go through it. First thing you want to do, and when you're adjusting or you're replacing your neutral safety switch, is cut that notch right there. That way, it allows you to have the screws in on both sides and slide this thing back and forth. And then the next thing I do is I use a voltmeter to run the continuity test, and then I mark it. I mark where there'll be a contact for my park position, my reverse position, and then the third spot will be in my neutral position. So that way I can start the car. And in the reverse, that's where the light's going to come in for the license plate. I mean, the reverse light will come on by the license plate and or the bumper. And then, park is where we're going to start the car. Neutral is the same way. Now, on the 64, the gear shifter, this right here, have a tendency to get loose. There is an isolator, an insulator bushing that you can put in there. That's on another video. I put that in on this, so this thing is not going to jiggle. It's actually pretty solid. On a 62, I imagine 61 and 63 are the same. It's already solid. There's like a metal gear that's sitting on the gear shifter tube here, and that sit up against this tube here, and this thing does not move. It doesn't jiggle whatsoever. Now, getting back to this is, why do cars snap out of gear? This is my theory, and I'm sure there'll be others that disagree with me. What happened is, let's go with this one here. This is a 62 column, okay? That slot there is where your park position's at. And this right here, okay, when you pull it up, it goes down. When you leave it alone, it snaps to that spot. It does not move out. 64 is a little bit different, but similar concept. See right now, it's in the park position. I pull on it, it's not snapping out. But if I cheat and I pull it to the right of the P a little bit, okay, if your car requires you to go to like that, to the right of the P to start the car, you're in trouble, because look, very, very easily, actually, that's not a good example. Here you go. If I just go to park, if I go like that, okay, very easily, I pull it, it goes into reverse. And that's when you get in trouble. So if your car, you start your car, you fiddle around with it, and you have to go to the right of the P, and you can pull on your finger, and it's gonna snap out of park, then you need to change that immediately, or else your car is gonna pop to reverse on you. So on the 64, you don't get this. You get a bunch of vertical lines, and at the park position, it's like this, and then they have a vertical slot that this thing sits into it, okay? So again, on mine, the way I marked it, the way I have it is, when I go to the left of the P, when it's locked in place, is when I can start the car. So again, pulling on this is not snapping out of it, okay? And what you do is, once you set it up, run a continuity test. Make sure that at that position right there, you get a continuity so that you can start the car. When you go to reverse, you're going to test your continuity that the car will start. On the neutral safety switch, this right here is where your reverse contact is at. That right there is where your neutral and your park contacts are at. Then, if you don't have to do a continuity test, go on YouTube, but a quick video on it is just put it down to 200 down here, okay? And then touch touch the two wires together, and the two contact spots together, and you should get a resistance reading right there. That tells you if it's if it shows here. If you see that, you don't have continuity. If you see anything like that, you do have continuity. That means that you're going to have the neutral safety switch function the way it's supposed to function. All right, hope that helps.